What's going on, guys? Jolts here, back with another build video, and today we're going over Deputy Flak. So, as you might know, the Broken Hearts event just kind of happened, and we got a new gun with it. That gun is the Wedding Invitation. Yeah, this gun's kind of insane. And now, this is not the main focus of the build, it's not only going to be this gun, but it is a very good option for the build. Now, the goal with the build is to use high damage Jacob's weapons, and quickly take down your enemies. Now, the name of the build, Deputy Flak, is a throwback to Borderlands 2. As some of you might remember, we had the Deputy Salvador build, in which you had the Orphan Maker, a Jacob shotgun, and it just did stupid damage, so this is kind of a replication of that build. And yeah, I figured the name was fitting. Anyways, I will be making a save file for the build, so if you want to download it for yourself on PC, I will link it down in the description. As for console, I'm sorry guys, there's no way to convert from PC to console at the moment, but maybe we can do that down the line in the future. Alright, let's jump right into the build. So the bare minimum with the build is to use high damage in Jacob's items, and then the combination of the action skill and annoyance. So on action skill end, you get bonus whatever damage you want, fire, radiation, whatever. So yeah, at the bare minimum, make sure you have the shield and grenade combo for those annoyance. As for the weapons, my gear is anointed, and just like any build, if you have annoyance, it will help. Alright, so first off, we have the King's Call, and this is going to be more for bossing. For mobbing, you want to go ahead and put on the Maggie. We have the One Pump Chump, and it's a really good choice for mobbing. Not really a bossing weapon, but if you're hitting those critical hits, this thing will destroy most enemies. The Wedding Invitation. This thing is insane. Now, sadly, this is a limited time item, so after the Broken Hearts event is over, you won't be able to get it unless you trade with another person. Now, if you did miss the event and did not get this item, a good backup is the Headsplosion, or even the Monocle. We have an Ion Cannon, and I know it's not a Jacobs, it doesn't fit the theme of the build, but sometimes you need a second wind, and this will, get you up. I'm still in the process of getting level 53 gear, so some of this stuff is level 50, but even then it won't be a huge deal. So we are playing Flak, and as you know, Flak doesn't have the best healing, so we're doing a Stopgap and Last Stand combo, and that will ensure you don't die when you're doing Maliwan Takedown or a Slaughter Shaft. The Hunter Seeker. Now, this is a really cool grenade, so when you throw it, the grenade will shoot bullets. And the bullets can actually activate Megavore and leave no trace, which means you can regen ammo. Yeah, it's a pretty cool combo, so you can shoot your Jacob's guns for longer. Also, you can infinite spam your launcher, so if you get down to 0 shots, you regen 1. Shoot that shot, regen 1, shoot that shot, you can just do it forever. The Stack Bot. Now, I did a lot of testing, and to get the most damage out of a single shot, Stack Bot is the way to go. Now, I did try the Friend Bot, the Deadeye, the Cosmic Stalker, all the other class mods, and from what I tested, I was still getting more damage out of the Stack Bot. The reason for that is because +3 on Pack Tactics and 2 on the Fast and Furious will give you a huge damage boost. Now, if you don't have a Stack Bot, the other class mods I mentioned are good choices too. As for the artifact, just go for a Last Stand. You want to make sure you're not dying in the middle of battles, so that's a pretty good go-to. As for the type, I would say either go for a Victory Rush or the Auto Idol. Another good choice for the build is on action skill and 125% damage against your bosses. That will get a little more damage out of your build. The Becca, also a good choice. So this thing is multi-purpose, good for mobbing and good for bossing. Now, depending on the situation, a Stagecoach is pretty good too. It's really only good for close range, and if I don't want to use the One Pump Chump, I can swap out to that. The Queen and King's Call, these are for bossing, so be sure to put one of those on if you want to, take down bosses. These things do ridiculous work if you're hitting critical hits. The Recursion, it doesn't really fit the theme of the build, but it's really good for mobbing. Some of you might have seen the Amara build in which you shoot this and, kill everything. Flak can do it too. And the reason this works is because of your action skill and annoyance on your shield and grenade. For whatever reason with the shield and grenade annoyance combo, you get more pellets out of your gun for crazy damage. We have a Friend Bot, and a lot of our damage comes from our pets, so if they go in a fight for your life, slap this on, get a kill, and it will revive them. This will save quite a bit of time instead of running over and reviving them manually. The Deadeye with a lot of Two-Fang, and not really required. I don't even use it. Two-Fang, requires luck to get that second pellet, and the goal with the build is to have flat damage and not rely on luck, getting that second pellet. In fact, with the skill tree, I didn't spec into Two-Fang because I do feel like those points are better elsewhere. We have a Rerouter, and not even needed for the build, but if you're trying to, speed kill bosses, I do recommend it. More stopgaps for all the elements, so switch off to whatever you need. Fire for flesh, or corrosive for armor, shock for shields, radiation for shields, and cryo for armor. More Hunter Seekers, switch off to what you need. And finally, we have a Snowdrift for getting around, or if you're taking on Wotan. With that boss, you gotta keep moving, so you want to make sure you're not standing still. Alright, that's all the gear, so let's go over the skill tree. Alright, so we have Rack Attack, and this is going to be for damage and also activating your annoyance. Remember, the bare minimum for the build you want is to have on action skill and on your grenade and shield. That combo is the big source of your damage. So Rack Attack has a quick cooldown, so you can spam these pretty frequently. Also, fun fact, if you buff splash damage or use the elemental annoyance on your grenade and shield, those do add damage to Rack Attack too. Alright, so I've noticed for a lot of my videos, I kind of drag on the skill tree for a little bit, so we're going to be like brief and straight to the point. So Interplanetary Stalker, more damage. Leave no trace, hit a crit, get ammo back, always good. And in combination with Megavore, the Capstone is a great combo. Second Intention, small bonus, don't need it. Hunter's Eye, more damage. Head count, hitting crits gives you cooldown, and in combination with Megavore, it's a great combo. Ambush Predator, small bonus, don't need it. Two-Fang relies on luck for the extra damage, don't need it. Big Game gives you more effects and duration on your hunter skills. That's good for Interplanetary Stalker, the Most Dangerous Game, and Frenzy. The Most Dangerous Game, more damage. Galactic Shadow, more crit damage. With the level cap increase, we did get 3 more skill points, so I threw those in the Grim Harvest. And that's going to be more damage. Megavore, you have a chance for automatic critical hits, that'll be good for head count and leave no trace. For rack attack augments, we went for more healing and additional racks. For the pet, Spider-Ant Scorcher, and now I did try with the Great Horn Skag too, but with this build you get a little more damage out of buffing your elemental damage. Alright, onto the blue tree, Persistence Hunter, you get more damage out of that. We have 2 points thrown here to move down the tree, those don't really matter. Who rescued who from moving down the tree and also healing. 1 point in He Bites and 5 in Frenzy, and with this combo, your pet takes damage and you stack Frenzy automatically, and that's going to give you more damage. Psycho Head on a Stick, small bonus, don't need it. The Hive Mind, we don't need that because we want our pet to survive. Barbaric Yawp, that will give us more pet damage bonuses, and that means our Spider-Ant Scorcher will give us more elemental damage. Mutated Defenses to make sure your pet doesn't die, and finally 3 points in Attack Tactics for more pet damage and your damage. Also, what isn't listed is it will buff your rack attack damage too. It is 6 out of 3 because of my class mod, and then yeah, for the green tree we have nothing. Well, except for the Fast and the Furious from my class mod, and that's going to be a little more damage. Alright, that's it for the skill tree, so let's show off the build. So we're on Mayhem 4, and the modifiers are neutral. And so what we're going to do is activate our rack attack, that's going to activate our shield and grenade anoint. And you can see there, we pretty much killed that guy, I'm pretty sure he's dead too. Yeah, he died. Shoot that lady, 470k. And this setup can easily hit in the millions. I've even seen 5 million. Do rack attack. There we go, yeah, 1 million. So when you hit a critical hit, it will ricochet to another enemy, and that ricochet is pure splash damage. Like, we're just one-shotting mobs on Mayhem 4. So there's a lot happening up here, and thanks to the Stopgap and Last Stand combo, we are not dying. Oh, rack attack killed that guy. So we need a second win, let's go ahead and pull out the Ion Cannon. Shoot that guy, awesome. Good for you. Yeah, sometimes you don't even have to shoot your gun. And this should hopefully be a one-shot. Yep, cool. And we killed something there too. And remember, if you do not have the Wedding Invitation, try out the Headsplosion too. That is a really good choice. So pet went down, let's go ahead and throw on the friend bot. Get a kill. And pet is back up. So let's throw a rack attack and get rid of him. So no more rack attack. And now check this out, we're going to throw the Hunter Seeker and watch my cooldown. 5, 4, here, let's throw these over here. You can see it does activate head count, which is really cool. So that will make your cooldown really fast. Alright, there's a lot of bad stuff up here. Let's go ahead and pull out the Wedding Invitation. Crit that guy. Go for your face, you're dead. And yeah, you can easily get one-shot kills. Alright, one pump chump, let's hit a crit. Goodbye. Got the ricochet kill. And now, you do want to try to go for crits with this build, like any build. But do keep in mind, if you hit a body shot, Megavore could activate and give you an automatic critical hit. Alright, let's do some Becca. Throw that. Go for the crit. You're dead. Anointed. Yeah, it's doing some work. And now, the thing about the Becca is it is reliant on distance, so if you're not the right distance, you're going to have less damage out of it. You want to make sure you're far enough away to split those pellets. Alright, so you can see the mobbing's pretty easy peasy, so let's go ahead and take on a boss. So we're at Grave Ward, kind of a classic, and we have on the King's Call, the Fire and Radiation combo. And I do want to point out that you cannot combine the same grenade and shield anoint, so you cannot do fire on your shield and fire on your grenade, those won't stack. So make sure it is 2 different anoints. Alright, so pretty easy, go for the chest, and you got your kill. And now, I probably should have put on the rerouter too, that would have helped a little bit, but yeah, it's not really needed. Now, even though the Wedding Invitation is locked to fire and the Monocle and Headsplosion are no element, don't let that deceive you when fighting robots. So put on the Cryo and Corrosive combo. Let's do Rack Attack. And yeah, that was pretty much a one-shot. Didn't really get the crit there. As long as you're combining the right combos with your grenade and shield anoints, you can easily take on all these enemies. Got that crit. And that's pretty much the build, so go ahead and try it out for yourself and let me know how it works for you. Again, I will link a PC save down in the description, so if you want to download it and try it for yourself, it will be down there. And that should be it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like, because that'd be awesome. And if you guys really enjoyed it, be sure to sub. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace out.